Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about making career decisions, thanks to a question from
Wait, wait, wait,
our
wait.
awesome group.
Hey, sorry. Can we do like a clap or a thing so that when I'm editing, I can just know that after that we're gonna go and
Yep,
make my life so much easier?
yep.
All right.
Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about making career decisions. Um, Thanks to an awesome question we got from our peeps. I'm Keith.
My name's Rodney. This is the Daily Chronicle, where we chronicle the stuff that happens in our day, how we're trying to manage work and businesses, and really leaving a trail for our daughters to be able to come back to at some point. So, career decisions. Yeah, I was talking to a friend the other day, and he is trying to evaluate a new role that has been presented to him, which is kind of cool that they came to him. But made me think we should talk about, like, how do you go about making a career decision, whether it's like changing companies, changing roles, seeking out a role. Like, I don't know, how do you, like, I think the main for me is that it's all about the people that are on the couch with me at the end of the night. Like, that's who the decision has to work for. What about you? Like, what's your main thing when you think about this, Heath?
Yeah, I mean, a career decision can be a life decision in some ways, right? So I've always boiled it down to in my work life, is it progressing me up or is it progressing me wide, right? Like, am I moving in a direction that's getting me somewhere where maybe I want to be, or am I gaining experience that that is broadening my exposure to the business or to the ecosystem, or just challenging my skill set? If either one of those, if either one of those two things is true, then I can move towards further evaluating whether or not it impacts the most important component of it, and that's my family, right?
Right.
If if it forces me to move or do those types of things, then it's probably a non-starter. If it's going to make me lose or make less money short term and long term, it's probably a non-starter. If it's going to make me lose money early but leads to a much greater output, again, that's all about the family and what's that plan and what does that look like. Like, and for me, those are the
So it
decision
sounds like,
make.
if I sum up some of what I just heard you say, like, it's a little bit of defining the desired outcome.
Yeah,
Where do
yeah.
I want
Where
to
do you
be?
want to
But
go?
then
Yeah,
it's also defining the non-negotiables, like things that just won't work for me in my life at this current point for whatever reason.
yes, the non-negotiables. So I heard that once from a manager, and I was totally floored because I didn't think that was an actual thing. Um,
A
but
non-negotiable.
yeah, like they're a real thing, especially when as your family grows and you have more people that you impact and influence. As I work down that chain of decision making, right? Now it's, what's the team like? What are the details of the experience? What am I losing based on my current job? But there are so many pros and cons that I think everybody starts to get into, right? We've all had these
Hmm.
conversations. So for me, it starts with those two components, right? Like you said, what is this doing for me personally and professionally? And then what impact does it have on my non-negotiables, or does it? And then
Yeah.
you parse through it. And the last thing, and I think this is really important because we got it from one of our guests one time, and I have never forgotten it. What feels right? Well, in the professional world, I think we ignore this so often. And, like, what feels right? Does it, do I want to do whatever it is, regardless of all the other things are true? Like, do I really want this experience or not? And our guest Tristan Coopersmith, she uses the example of flipping a coin. Like, you flip a coin, and while that coin is in the air, you're hoping for it to land on one side. What side is that you're hoping it to land on? Because even if it lands on the other side, like, you, at that point, while the coin's in
You
the
can
air,
make
you
the decision.
probably know what decision you want to make. Yeah.
Decision made before it even lands. I never connected that like that from her conversation, but I like that. The another aspect that plays into it for me is the idea of comfort and
Mm.
where I am from a comfort standpoint. Like, am I comfortable in the role that I'm in? Am I too comfortable in the role that I'm in? Am I seeking out growth? And I know for me that my phone does not like me talking right now, and it keeps blocking out my video. That's awesome. But I know for me that when I'm growing, I'm usually really uncomfortable. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I feel like I may know that I'm in the right job for me, but that I'm just not getting it, or it's I need more time. And like, that's a weirdly satisfying position for me versus when I'm in a role where I'm really comfortable. It's like I start getting antsy. It's like, oh, now it's time. Like, I need to start considering a career move. And so that's another factor that plays in for me. So,
It's a
I
good one.
think we've hit on a couple good things. I don't know if you have another one, or we can wrap. We can wrap it after.
No, I think we're gonna wrap it a little bit differently these days, since we often talk about this being for our daughters. The message for the girls. What message do you want to leave for the girls here in summary?
I already said it. It's about the people that are on the couch with you at the end of the night. Like, there's no one piece of advice that will set you forward on a path for any one job. I think, if it's just you, like Keith, you said it. Like, does it feel right? Like, is it satisfying the things that you want to accomplish, short or long term, or maybe both? And if you have a family, like, how does it serve them and you with them? What about you?
Yeah, don't overthink it. Like, it's important, but have your anchor points that define just about any decision that you make. Know what they are, what those key things are, and then from there, pro and con list all you want, but they try not to overthink it, and find that space that feels right for you, like you just said. All right, well, we're gonna be out. Daily Chronicle, more in common. See you tomorrow.